Alright, 98 Nissan Frontier, 2.4, the KA24 engine. I do not recommend owning one of these personally. Everyone has their own opinion. But got a friend of a friend that brought one over, and it had junk timing. So we went ahead and put new shoes, timing, chains on it and everything, you know, and I'll flip it around. And after getting everything timed up and everything put in right, suddenly we still had no compression in any of the cylinders. So now we're tearing it back down and pulling the head.
Suspecting bent valves.
Yeah, most likely every single freaking valve is bent, be my guess. But that's what we're looking at. Alright, I'm going to show you what happens when these dual overhead cam motors jump timing, because people don't take care of their regularly scheduled maintenance on these things. I think it's like every 75,000 miles you're supposed to change the timing chain and stuff. And I see these vehicles all the time with almost 200,000 miles that aren't running. And the reason this engine had no compression is because all of the intake valves are bent. And that's because of jump timing. The exhaust I think are good, but I'll show you here. Let me flip it around. Alright. I'm going to shine the light in the intake side. Let me turn this around. Boom. Look at that. You can see right through it. Those intake valves are completely bent. And this one, oops, same thing, both intake valves bent. And this one, maybe just the one bent on this one. No, I can still see some light coming through right there. It's bent. Yeah. And this one, yep, see? That's why there's no compression in this engine. And for the exhaust valves, let's see. I can get this switched around. Yeah, I don't think any of the exhaust valves bent. It's funny how it's so bright on this camera, but so dark in here with my eyes. Yeah, nothing on the intake valves. Nothing on them. Just the intake valves bent, not the exhaust. Put this flashlight down. Anyways, yeah, sorry I hit stop instead of turning the camera around. All the intake valves are bent, so we got to figure out what we're going to do if we're going to order the set of intake valves and then exhaust valves, or if we're going to go try and get a different head. I'm guessing all we need to do, from what I can see, the head looks pretty decent, just dirty. I'm going to go ahead and run a straight across it on top, see if I see any warpage, and if I don't, then it should be good. And just all it needs is, because it didn't have any antifreeze at all inside the oil, so I doubt that it's really warped beyond what a gasket can take care of. But I'm just going to run a straight edge across it anyways to see. But it does appear that the problem with no compression, well, jump timing, all the intake valves are bent. It's very common with this. Any of these dual overhead cam motors, people don't take care of them and regularly take care of their timing chains, because it's like a huge important thing. You break your timing chain, you ruin your whole damn motor. Then you got to go tear the entire thing apart and start all over again. And these motors, the KA24s, are not that easy to work on. I mean, if you really know what you're doing and that's all you've worked on, you know where all the hoses and lines go and the 50,000 vacuums and wires and craft and welding, yeah, you got no problem. But for someone who just works on them every once in a while, when someone's actually owns one, a lot of these are in Nissan 240 SXs or Nissan 240s and different things like that. Ultimas, it's either the Ultima or the Maxima. One of them carries the 3-point something and the other one's the 2.4. I don't remember which one. And Pathfinders, sometimes they got the V6 in them, sometimes they got this L4 in them. It's not that the L4 is really a bad engine, it's that people don't take care of them. You know, if you get a leak, they don't change the gasket, they just keep on driving it. If, you know, you come up on your 75,000 miles for your timing chain, they just keep on driving it because it's running good. Yeah, why not? Until your shoes are completely gone on your timing chain, and then boom, that's it. And then you got to spend a ton of money. Lord have mercy. All right, anyways, that's why, unless you got the money to take care of these engines, I would not recommend owning one. I mean, they can make good power too, don't get me wrong. You can take one of these, throw it in, it's in the Nissan, very little, and get 300-400 horsepower doing almost nothing. So it's not that they can't make some horsepower and turn some wheels and go, it's just that people don't take care of them. They think they'll last forever because it's a foreign engine. But like any other thing, metal is metal. It will wear and you need to take care of it.